How's it going, everybody? Tom here with Keto Lifestyle, and today we are going to be making a keto carrot cake. So the first thing this is obviously going to be preheating our oven. So we're going to do that, and we're going to set it to 350 degrees. Mine defaults to that, so we're going to go ahead and just get this started. Now, the first thing is we're going to want to mix all of our wet ingredients. So that's going to be butter, eggs, erythritol, and vanilla. So we're going to do this with, I got 14 tablespoons of butter, 5 eggs over here, and then we're going to do about 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and it's about 3 tablespoons of erythritol. Now to my wet ingredients, I'm going to be adding 10 ounces of shredded carrots. These ones are just ones that I bought at the store. They're labeled matchsticks carrots. You can shred them yourself, but these are pretty cheap, so it's you need 10 ounces of shredded carrots. Then we're going to go ahead and do 1 cup of unsweetened coconut flake. And then it's about 1/3 cup of walnuts that are chopped. So now that this is all mixed up, I actually had to cut over to using a scraper to kind of fold things in instead of using the whisk, or the mixer. But we're going to go ahead and add our spice blend. This consists pretty much of a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of allspice, a half a teaspoon of ginger, and half a teaspoon of cloves. And then there's also 2 teaspoons of baking soda or baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder in here as well. And then we have 1 1/3 cup of almond flour. We're all mixed up here, and now we're going to go ahead and add it to our baking pan. I don't really have cake pans, so I just use a casserole dish. And then we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven for about 45 minutes. Just check on it after about 40, and stick a fork or a toothpick in there and make sure it comes out clean. If it doesn't, it might take up to about 50 minutes to go. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in the pan and then get it in the oven. Now before I put this in the pan, actually, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of coconut oil, just so that it doesn't stick. If you have the spring pan or something like that, you might not have to do this. But for me, I'm going to be worried about getting it out, so I'm going to spray with some coconut oil. So I went ahead and checked mine about 28 minutes in, and mine is actually done because I put it in a very thin dish. If I'd used an 8x8 or something like that, it would have been thicker, so it would have taken longer. But I went ahead and used the bigger baking dish, so it took about 25-30 minutes to get done. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull mine out now. And it does look and smell amazing. So while this is cooling down, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the frosting, because really, what is a carrot cake without that cream cheese frosting? So our frosting for this is actually going to be really simple. I went ahead and took an 8-ounce pack of cream cheese and just microwaved it for about 30 seconds just to get it soft. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, a teaspoon of vanilla, and then about 20 drops of liquid stevia. You can do more or less depending on your taste buds, or you can use powdered erythritol, but you don't use anything granular because it'll make the frosting really kind of gritty. But I find that liquid stevia is your best bet. I went ahead and waited for the cake to cool, and then I put the frosting on it. Now I've got myself a little piece here, and I'm just going to do a taste test real quick. Now this cake is very moist, and it's almost like a almost kind of greasy because of the amount of butter we use, and that's what's kind of keeping it moist. Now on the frosting, I do have just a very thin layer on here. You can do 2 packs if you like a lot of frosting. But in any case, it's pretty fantastic. Another modification you could do is get finer grated carrots, because my carrots are a little bit thick. But again, it's a great substitute. The only thing I really wish I could put in here was raisins, and unfortunately those aren't keto, so we'll just have to do without. But with that, I'm going to close out the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. If you like the video, leave it a like, and if you have any questions or anything like that, leave it in the comment section. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Moist. Moist. Subscribe or I'm going to keep doing it. Moist. There we go. Thank you. Now I can stop.